have this great Central West cycle trail that brought tourism to these towns that have so much history and character, and having cyclists come and stay the night rather than just pass through, it brought life to these towns, and that has enriched these communities, and it has basically grown up as an economy around the Central West cycle trail.
And I really like introducing them to our country way of life, how we exist and what we do.
For our Central West cycle trail, we have a few different options that you can choose from. We have a supported trip where you go with a small group, and a vehicle supports the trip the whole time with our support guide. We have a self-guided trip where you start in Mudgee and are transferred to the start of the trip in Guri with your bikes that we provide you with, e-bikes, or you can choose to take your own bike and we can provide you with a discount. And then you transfer to Guri and then cycle to Wellington, then follow the Central West cycle trail to Dubbo, to Ballamore, through the forest to Mendooran, then across to Dunedoo and down to Gulgong. And from here we transfer you back to Mudgee. So that's one option. And we have a highlights trip. So there's a few different options that if you are short on time, we've got an option for you, or if you've got some more time, you can do the whole route. And if you're keen to join others, we have the supported cycle on select dates through the year. The Capertee Valley cycle trip stays in comfort accommodation. So you start off in Mudgee, where you're staying at the Parkview Hotel. It's a very nice, comfortable hotel right in the centre of Mudgee. From there, we transfer you with the bikes that we provide you with. These are e-bikes. So we transfer you to the township of Capertee, where you start cycling. You then cycle through into the valley, which is the second largest canyon in the world. It's a vast, vast valley, and it's quite spectacular scenery. A lot of rock cliffs and the Gardens of Stone National Park one side, the Capertee National Park on the other. Birds lining the route, lots of beautiful wildflowers and great scenes. We cycle down into the valley, and then you can do a side trip to Glen Davis, which is an old mining town. Back onto the Glen Davis Road, you cycle along to your B&B for the night, which is a haven of luxury. And then the next day you cycle up to Ralston via Candos. Ralston itself has got some amazing restaurants. I have to say some of the best Mexican I've ever had was in Ralston. And they have a little tea dumpling shop, which is just superb dumplings. And then a few wineries on the way to Mudgee, where the trip concludes. So a really nice few days in the Central West. And then you've got a cycle trip that goes around the vineyards of Mudgee, which again, another great way to experience the country town, but also go further afield and visit some superb wineries. Our guests stay at a Central Mudgee hotel, and it is a great base. It's very comfortable. You're literally footsteps from a whole selection of restaurants and cafes and pubs. Going to the brewery on a Sunday night for dinner is one of life's great experiences. The street is literally lined with fabulous cafes selling amazing breakfasts and always using fresh local ingredients. We also then developed an amazing trip from Ralston across to Gungutty. And here we do have the opportunity to have an Indigenous immersion experience where you go for a walk with an Indigenous elder and learn about the culture and also the history of the Wiradjuri people. In Gungutty you can go kayaking, and the The rock formations there are incredible, and the way you can manoeuvre between rocks and see all the different colours of the landscape, it's so beautiful to see it from a kayak. But then of course you have to go and do some walking and hiking, and that's really what Gungari is all about as well. There's these amazing stone pagodas, and you can climb up the pagodas for amazing views all over the landscape. And this is the edge of the Wallamai. So going and seeing this by your own steam, cycling there, walking up to the top of the pagodas, taking in that amazing view, it really is a special experience. The package we provide you with includes all your accommodation, some meals, your luggage transfers and a navigational app. And most importantly, it also gives you a phone number that you can call if you have a problem on the route or you just need some advice. We are there to help you and assist you during your cycle trips.